When you run a business that's really focused on serving customers, we know that the magic ingredient or different ingredient that sits between the brand of Bank of Ireland Group and our customer is the person that they meet at the front line. So we're totally focused on the capability of our people, the professionalism of our people, and their ability to go that extra mile in terms of how they serve the customer. We're a fully diversified financial services group. Our dominant markets are obviously Ireland and the UK, where we have quite a big operation in the UK because we operate a joint venture with the British Post Office. In 2006, we had a very good look at our learning model and how we deployed programs right across the organisation. And we realised that we needed to move very much into the world of delivering through web-based training. We were also going into a different type of centralised and outsourced partnership around learning, where we work very closely with Accenture Learning, who are our partner. And what we realised was we needed to make a very kind of a step change in terms of how we use technology. So we turned to the market to see where could we get state-of-the-art programs that were very well researched and that were very kind of robust and had a very good track record. And that's where we could see that Skillsoft were one of the best people in the market at that point in time. And Skillsoft gave us that ability and flexibility to build instantly a catalogue of courses that suited the requirements of our business. Last year within Bank of Ireland Group, we delivered 122,000 hours of classroom learning and over 80,000 web modules to staff right around the group. And the curriculum that we cover has everything from induction through compliance, regulation, credit, people development, leadership, management, project management, IT skills, you name it, we have it. And they're a blend of things we've built ourselves, where we need to have something that fills a niche within the organisation, or they're ones where we turn to an external provider like Skillsoft to buy something that's a top-end, high quality, generic program, but that matches off against a specific need in the organisation. When I look at programs like the Skillsoft catalogue of programs, we use them truly in a blended way. So we will sometimes recommend them as pre-work if somebody's coming on a classroom course, or there might be things we recommend they do as part of an assignment that's coming out of a program. So we really believe that they're like nuggets of information where people can drill in their own time, in a place that suits them, to learn something very specific. I think the real measure of success is when we look at 2014, for every 6 completions on the web, there was only 1 completion in the classroom. And when we look at the range of programs we have, over 50% of our catalogue is now online. If you want to keep the senior people on board, yes, they obviously want to know their capability levels have gone up and that you can evaluate the success of your training, but what they really want to know is that it's commercial and that what you're providing is actually value for money. And where we really learned this lesson was in 2008, the financial crisis hit. We were probably one of the areas within HR that was very robust in terms of knowing exactly what every cent was spent on. We've managed to reduce the expenditure on learning by over 40% in the 10-year period, which has made a contribution to the bottom line of the organisation, but at the same time have lifted the quality and the quantity. So the volume of training is higher now than it was 10 years ago. We've actually expanded in training. We now train a whole series of strategic partners, people who work with the organisation. We now train their employees. We train customers of the bank, people who are small, medium enterprise customers as part of their banking proposition, come on our training courses free of charge. We train charities, and it's starting to become an actual competitive advantage that the organisation can use in terms of a proposition that we can supply to our customers. When I look at people like Skillsoft, it's about the thought leadership, it's about innovation, it's about bringing external best practice and being ahead of the curve. But I really think it's digital, it's technology, and its access in a completely different way is really one of the biggest challenges for the learning community in the next 12 months. And that's something that people can look to organisations like Skillsoft to support them in.